split-up team fights are able to flank, it's going to be good. But I feel like Rare Adam, you hit the mid-game, you get the poke items, and that's them. They're happy to sort of lean into this one a little bit later. Yeah. And might be in a bit of trouble. He does back away, and I think they get the impression that it is a heavy invade.
Yeah, the impression it's a heavy invade. Jackie Love going to respect the fact that he doesn't have vision on Zora or iBoy, so he's going to go the long route here, but he doesn't know that there is a ward in that brush, so he's just keeping himself safe. He knows there's nobody there now, but oh dear, Jackie Love. It's going to be a little bit close. The flash forward, they get the Xenoblade down. There is going to be the blast cone to keep him safe. I still think a flash for an AD carry off a flash of a support is still worth it in the long run. iBoy tried to dodge that bouncing bomb, but doesn't get it. Knight now going to get first strikes. They will stop the vision going down. They're trying to delay this one as much as they possibly can, waiting for that Glacial Augment to come back up. They're going to go in, try and just go for something here, but Zora goes a little bit too deep on this one. The spin to win coming in here from Knight. The red buff is still proc. The red buff is still doing damage. Like a fifth man here for Top Esports. What is going on in this early game? There's going to be a smite fight, a smite war to try and get this first blood. It does not go over to Top Esports. They do not get level 2. They do not get anything from this. The red buff isn't enough to bring down Tien. It is not. But first blood to RA, and they get the red buff. Oh, this is disaster for Top Esports, but revelations for Rare Adam. Yes, on paper, this team is individually all fantastic, but they're just not quite making it work, and it will take time for this team to really make it come together.
I mean, that's the crazy thing. The domestic cup is wicked. Oh,
here we go. There's the second. Yep, he's dead. Zora's dead. There's nothing you can do. The satchel was used. They're going to actually try and just delay this one as long as it's taken them a long time. They wanted to give it to Jackie Love. They will eventually get it to him, but took a little longer than most. But yes, back to my point, it does feel like sometimes Top Esports just aren't exactly working as a team. For you and what works for your team, that could mean a win or two. That could mean a couple of series. And we see now an engage in the spot side. Drew is going to take a little bit of health damage. They do get the stun down onto Jackie Love. He'll take a lot more. The ignite goes down. He's forced to flash again, pretty much straight off cooldown. He loses that summoner again. And now for this dragon, or sorry, for this Rift Herald, they want to try and get at this, but it's going to be about which support gets level 6 first. Both Zora and Shuo, excuse me, are very, very close to hitting level 6, but not quite there just yet.
Yeah, and there's something sort of world where I think it was Damwon who let their support take a full wave mid to hit level 6 at this point. Now these teams have done it here, but a big factor is we now have the level 6. Oh,
they're not level 6. They have the package. Tien has to flash over the wall. He has got the Heartbreaker, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. He doesn't even use it in the end, and that's going to be the Rift Herald. That's another kill. RA are just reading the play. They're calling TES out and saying, we can play this better than you.
Sort of close down on them. I do think once a couple of items on Zoom and Knight, they're going to pose more of a threat. Potentially a 1-3-1 is an option, but for now, things are looking pretty dire.
Yeah, flash over. They're going to get the full CC down, and Strife is dead. He tried his very best to get out of that. He flash failed over the walls, so sadly not able to get that one. But while that's all been happening, Rare Adam do have advantage in bot side, as Zhuo did move up to mid, so they will take themselves a second dragon. It is going to be a Chem Tech dragon, so Chem Soul, which means a lot of questionable vision now available or not available for both sides.
Single target lockdown absolutely does it, and yeah, that flash, a little bit of a whiff.
Yeah, a little bit of a whiff. And speaking of whiffs, Cube gets heartbroken down, so he's going to get taken out. And now Top Esports are making the plays. They're being proactive, like you wanted to see them do. You wanted to see them moving around this map, using odds number skirmishes to their advantage as they start to move back into this game. We are going to see Lien with the Rift Herald go bot side. They are being spotted, so they know that they are at a disadvantage. Because
that's the power of the Ziggs. You threaten to dive, he's like, the wave's gone. Another wave coming. Oh, it's also gone. And I might look for this. You can actually just solo kill him.
Yep, straight up. This is going to be a solo kill right now. Jackie Love just not really able to go anywhere. Ooh, as I say that, good satchel charge. Keeps himself alive, but now he has to leave this lane. He can no longer stay here. Rift Herald gets dropped into mid. He's going to give 2 plates over to the side of Rare Adam. They'll be spread evenly between the jungler and the mid laner. So just kind of keeps this game a little bit ahead there for Rare Adam, but they are in a little bit of issue. As I say that, Zoom needs to back himself away. Should be able to just dash over the wall. No problem whatsoever. So we're going to try and contest at that. They will have pretty much all summoners available to them, at least all combat summoners available to them. Won't have the TP on Jackie Love or Zoom, but while this is all happening, we can see now that Rare Adam are trying to see if they can get a little bit more control. This tower should go down without, basically an auto attack and a satchel charge from Jackie Love, but he doesn't want to risk getting too close to the tower. Everyone now moving in. The Dragon is live and has been started. They're going to drop the Rift Herald into mid to try and create some pressure. I don't think Rare Adam are going to be here in time. And with that Chem Fog, it's just so difficult for you to walk in. You just don't know exactly where everyone is. Flash forward, the hook lands, but you're a bit by yourself there, Zhuo. You can't really survive all this burst, and he will fall. They flash in. They're going to try and stop the Gwen. We can see now that Zora does go golden himself. Now he can try and keep himself alive. It's a fight on two fronts. Is now the Corki is trying to keep himself away and alive from this Tryndamere, who flashes over the wall, gets the crit down, and will be able to get that kill as well. It's then all said and done. It's a 4 for 3 in favor of Top Esports. Really get as much as they possibly could. They kind of trade down a little bit, I suppose, depending on how you look at the mid lane turret and its priority over a Dragon, but it is still... And whoa! Tien? What happened?
I don't know, but he ain't here anymore.
I mean, yeah, he's dead now, but yeah, and it's little things like that. Jackie Love, he doesn't have flash, and there's Zora. He's on the backside. Ooh, okay, misses out on one, but it does not matter. They should be able to clean up this quick kill. Now it's a 4v3 soon to be. As we can see now, Zora does get taken out, but they're taking out the Nautilus as well. 4v2, can the Tryndamere and the Gwen do a lot? Yes, they can. iBoy flashes away. That undying rage is just so good at baiting in those fights, and Zoom is getting pretty big on this Gwen.
And wasn't available, and so as a result, even though this looks favorable for RA at the start, it does fall off quickly. And yeah, not sure what the game plan was there. Synced up with the Dragon, that does have that one available. That makes such a massive difference. A big reason why Corki is also so good in this meta as well is that having that package for every Dragon when there's such high priority, when you have things like the Chemtech Dragon, makes it a lot more difficult to fight. Remember, a lot of melee champions on Top Esports, that package, that burn, makes it hard for them to approach. But look at this from Zoom.
Here we go. Zoom trying to get in. He's going to find Zora, but he doesn't quite find anybody else. He'll pop up with his needlework. Nearly kills Leanne. So that's going to guarantee the Dragon. They will find Zora, who does get a good ult down to try and keep himself alive. They're trying to jump back on top of this. Knight now has to back himself away. He will pop his Undying Rage because he was about to get popped by the Kai'Sa, who went straight onto the backside. And what happened, Leanne? You got caught out. You didn't need to go back in. And that's going to guarantee another Chem Dragon going over to the side of Top Esports. It's only a 1 for none, but you can see the wheel turning back in favor of Top Esports. If they're able to get on top of these carries, like you mentioned, there's just not a lot Rare Adam can do.
Not a fun time. Not a fun time.
No, it is not a fun time whatsoever. But with the pressure they have in bot and in mid, you can see now Rare Adam going to start off this Dragon. They will take a lot of work to put in this one, but Knight has been spotted out, so they know they can't go for it. They don't gain anything else out of it. They just test the water a little bit. They're going to miss the dredge line here from Zhuo. Bit of poke coming out from Jackie Love as they pop down a little bit of a dredge line to try and set up this fight. They will get the kill down. And look at iBoy. He just can't go anywhere. Gets himself over the wall and kick back to keep himself alive, flashing away. Everyone's just on their full retreat right now. Good shock blast from the side of RA and Cube to keep this damage a little bit even, but already Top Esports starting to turn the wheel, starting to get themselves on top of these carries and make life very difficult.
And nearly pays for it with his life. A kick from Leanne to get him away, and basically everything used from iBoy gets him out. But I mean, this is a horrific position to be in.
They're going for it. They're going to try and burn this one down. 2,000 HP. It's going to be Zora trying to sacrifice himself. The Baron will be taken. The support will be sacrificed. iBoy just trying to see if he can keep himself alive. Maybe trade this one back. He will not be able to. And now Leanne in a lot of trouble. The Heartbreaker over the wall. You can see him. He's not quite able to get over to the ward to hop himself away. The Heartbreaker back on top of him, and he will fall. You get out with only 2 of your Barons. I don't know if that one's worth it, Chief. Even goes back and picks up a crit cloak just to make sure he is able to put out as much physical damage as possible. And now Leanne is going to try and sneak himself around, puts himself on the other side of the wall. They don't know exactly where he is, but they have an idea that he's somewhere in the vicinity. And now he's been caught out. Tien is going to jump straight in on top of him. He will ward jump to safety. Bot lane is going to be pushed back, and the poke can now come in. Knight will heal up that damage, so not really a big deal. Jackie Love takes a chunk, but not exactly exceptional damage either. So not being one-shot by the accelerated shock blast right now. Zhuo needs to be a bit careful, though, as the Dragon has been started. They're looking to try and see if they can take him. That's a great solar flare onto Zhuo as they try and just burst him down. Jackie Love gets away. The Dragon goes over in favor of RA. They're now on soul point. The fight has sort of started, hasn't really gone anywhere just yet. Zoom needs to get himself backed away. They're going to jump on the Zora, who gets killed off, but they have killed Knight. Knight is dead, as well is the Nautilus, but they've traded back, and now iBoy jumping straight in onto the back line. Zoom goes golden, but against 2, there's nowhere for you to run. They still have 2 Baron buffs. Triple kill for iBoy, and most importantly for RA, they get themselves the Dragon as well.
And they might actually just look for the end here. There's 3 alive. All of them do a huge amount of damage to turrets and the massive spawn timers for Top Esports. RA might have just done it. This might just be the 2-0 to start up the split.
One big fight was all RA needed. They got Top Esports into a bad position. They've kept the minion wave alive. The inhibitor goes down. 13 seconds until the TN has spawned. They've got a couple of seconds left onto this Nautilus, but he will not survive very, very long. Nexus turret number 1 does end up falling. Nexus turret number 2 is next to go. They're going to focus down the Nexus. Cube goes in. He's got the shield, and now the rest of Top Esports are alive. They're going to get one more. iBoy's trying to keep himself alive. One more auto attack will do it. No! They haven't done it! They haven't done it. Less than 100 HP, and they weren't able to get down the Nexus. Top Esports survive.
It's literally, it's 5v10 now. If you kill them, they'll still end.
Well, the Nexus has almost fully regened all its HP from 80 to 100. From 0 to 100, they've got themselves all the way back to the top. But now, you have to go one last fight. Here we go. They're going to try and end this one right here, right now. It's going to be Leanne going down first, but he's got himself the Chem Soul. They haven't got themselves onto the Nexus just yet, so they will lose 2 people, but they can't end the game. Top Esports found exactly what they needed. They got out when they needed to, and that's going to be 2 quick kills, but I still don't think Top Esports can leave their base.
Threat comes from them being in the fog of war, right? If you can't see Cube and Strive, that is the issue. So by clearing out the vision, set themselves up, don't allow any, potential flanks to come in from Zoom or whatever. They're playing for this Baron, and they want Top Esports to pull out of the base. They want them to pull away so they can potentially threaten the back door, or so they can win a fight. But either way, Strive moving down. He's going to grab the blue buff. He still has the control ward. He can still TP in. It's good.
There we go.
They're both
there
going.
we go. They're going to double TP in. They're going to go for it. They're going to pull the bluff. And now it's just about keeping everyone from recalling. Like you mentioned, here we go. Knight has gotten himself back. They're going to be able to get him all the way down. Now he has no undying rage. He's going to try and chunk them all out, but I don't think he can do it. I think RA are going to take it. I think RA with the backdoor double TP 2-0 over Top Esports.
Oh my lord, what a game, what a backdoor. They were waiting so long for the opportunity. They instantly pulled the trigger. The Chemtech Soul's there to guarantee they'd be able to take it down, even if they did manage to kill them. Oh, I didn't expect
what?
This. I'm just going to flip straight out and say it. Top Esports coming off a Demacia Cup win. And Rare Adam didn't even make it out of groups. Didn't even beat another team in the LPL. They lost to IG and LGD, and then they come out with a stormer in this one.
What a way to start your season. Not only do you get such a pivotal victory in such a fantastic way, but you do it against Top Esports, a team that a lot of people, myself included, will be like top 4 in the league. This is a massive scalp for RA, and the greatest thing is that you don't have to play them again for until minimum playoffs. You've gotten your scalp. You can move forward and saying, look, we played well, we played smart, we got the W.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, game 1, really intelligent. Leanne on the Rex side, instrumental. This game too, it was just hectic, but Top Esports had the advantage for a significant amount of time. They kept finding